Arknightsendfield version 1.2 Part 2 introduces two brand new factory items for wooling factory production, Xiranite Gourd and Xiranite Jade Gourd. These materials are used to earn points for the special event shop, but that's not all. They also generate a large amount of wooling stock bills, making them extremely valuable for both progression, economy optimization. So in this video, I will show you how to efficiently produce both items and avoid common production mistakes that can completely clog your factory. Let's get right into it. Before anything else, I'll assume you've already watched my version 1.2 Part 1 wooling setup guide, and that video covers the full production introduction, main factory layouts, base setup requirements, and all foundational blueprints needed for Part 2. I'll also assume you already have the previous production factories placed and running. However, if you skip Part 1, don't worry, I'll display all the required blueprints here so you can still copy the layouts first and then go back to follow the full setup guide afterward. Now with that out of the way, let us begin. Let's start with the simpler production line first, Xiranite Gourd. This blueprint is designed to produce 6 Xiranite Gourds per minute, and before activating the production line, make sure you already have a stable Xiranite supply. The first few minutes will consume a large amount of Xiranites while the factory is running, and once enough materials accumulate, the production line will run continuously without issues. This is the easier of the two new event items, so a good starting point before moving on to the more complex setup. Now let's move on to the more complicated production chain, Xiranite Jade Gourd. This blueprint will also produce 6 Xiranite Jade Gourds per minute. However, this setup introduces one major issue, hetonite dependency. This production line requires hetonite, which means existing hetonite production can easily become overloaded if you don't manage it properly. Before placing this blueprint, disable any unnecessary production lines currently consuming hetonite, otherwise your factory can become completely bottlenecked. For example, if you're using the previous wooling layout, you'll need to disable this specific production line right here. Make sure to absolutely check this before placing the Xiranite Jade Gourd blueprint. And once the blueprint is placed, you'll need to connect one additional water pipeline, place a water pump on the right side, then connect it directly into the production setup. One thing worth mentioning, Xiranite Jade Gourd production is significantly slower than normal Xiranite Gourd production. This is completely normal due to the additional hetonite processing requirements, so don't panic if the output feels slower at first. And with that, those are the two new event production items fully covered. Now there's one extra blueprint I specifically added for convenience, Dual Gourd Production Blueprint. This setup allows you to produce both Xiranite Gourd and Xiranite Jade Gourd at the same time. This is essentially a combined version of both previous setups, making it much easier for players who want to farm both event currencies simultaneously. Before activating the combined setup, double check your hetonite production usage, make sure all the water pipelines are connected properly and correctly, verify your resource flow before enabling both production chains together. If not managed properly, this combined setup can easily create bottlenecks in your factory. And that's everything you need to do to fully set up your version 1.2 Part 2 wooling production line. If you want easy access to every blueprint, join my Discord server. We share optimized layouts there so you can maximize your base with zero guesswork. It's in the description and pinned comment. If this guide helped you, leave a like, drop a comment if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to help. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.